Oh, hello there. Welcome back to the 3 Minute Story Challenge. This is week 2. I just want to say thanks again to all of our storytellers from week 1. My dad, Sarah, Vanessa. It was just so great to connect with them. I felt really inspired sitting down with them. And I mean, that's what this whole project is about, right? Connecting and hopefully being inspired. And also thanks to all of you that are following along. The response was overwhelming in the best possible way. So thank you. Week 2, we are going to talk about travel. So your craziest travel story. And I got one for you here. Got my timer, and we're going to go. All right, so as a teenager, I was a huge Lord of the Rings geek. I'm no longer a teenager, but I'm still a Lord of the Rings geek. I remember telling myself, one day I will hike the Lord of the Rings trail to Mordor in New Zealand. I think, to quote Dwight Schrute. Um, when I was 22, I was at a really great opportunity in my life where that was the time to do it. I was burnt out from living in LA. I thought, I'm going to do it. I booked a one-way ticket to New Zealand and went for 6 months and just wandered around, did a lot of hiking. Before I left, I went to REI and spent way too much money, but got like a custom fit backpack, a sleeping bag, new hiking boots, all this crazy stuff. A lot of stuff I probably essentially didn't need. Well, got these hiking poles. The guy kind of sold me on them. I didn't think I really needed them, but I got them anyway. I'm packing for the trip, and I thought, I don't think I want to take these poles. And I thought, well, you know what? I paid for them, so I might as well. I took them out of guilt. Flash forward, New Zealand, my first 10 days there, I do this amazing 3-day hike called the Cape Reingo Coastal Walkway. And it was along this beautiful beach and up these kind of up and down the coast. Absolutely gorgeous, as you can imagine New Zealand is. Well, I was dumb for a lot of reasons, but I was dumb because I was starting and ending in the same spot. What I didn't think about doing was leaving all the stuff I didn't need, like all my winter clothes, because it was the beach and it was springtime, at this hostel that I would be going back to. So my backpack was probably 15 pounds heavier than it needed to be, 15 to 20 pounds heavier than it needed to be. Well, day 2, I lose the trail. It had rained a day or so prior, washed out stuff, and lost the trail marker. Ended up being about 5 hours behind. What should have been a 5-hour day was probably a 9-hour day, 9 to 10-hour day hiking. Not good. Well, the thing about this hike was you had to stay on schedule. If you were late to a certain tide crossing, you had to either wait, which could be challenging if you didn't have enough food, or find a way around. Well, because I lost the trail earlier in the day, I missed this tide crossing, get to this beautiful beach, look down, the beach is just the tides all the way in. So my options, well, I need to get to the lighthouse tomorrow to get my bus, don't have enough food, I just gotta soldier on. Well, I had to scale this side of these cliffs, kind of going up, backpack, heavy, sun beating down, exhausted physically and emotionally. My foot gives out and I'm teetering with this big heavy backpack. You can imagine I'm like teetering back. And I look behind me and a 200-foot drop, just rocks and water. Had those damn hiking poles around my wrist, dug them into the ground, and the rocks stopped me from teetering. If it wasn't for those hiking poles, that would have been it. I mean, I told people where I was. Hey, expect me back at this time. But I would have fallen into the water, and I think that would have been it. So, moral of the story, hiking poles can save your life, and also you do dumb shit when you're 22 years old. So that's my story. 3 minutes, 27 seconds, I'm over. Now I know what it feels like. Our storytellers last week. It's hard to tell a story in 3 minutes. Man, if you can make it to New Zealand, just one of the most amazing places that I've been to. Ireland and New Zealand, my top 2 places in the world. I'm probably biased because I've spent extended time in both countries, but amazing people, amazing scenery. If you can get to New Zealand, do it. And hike the Lord of the Rings Trail to Mordor. Make Dwight proud. So that's week 2 of the 3-minute story challenge. And you can follow along. We have our YouTube channel now, which I'll put a link to in the notes. If you're friends with me on Facebook or Instagram, or Twitter, you can see these stories. And then if you want to upload your own, my buddy Luke was just a rock star and uploaded his own last week. just use the hashtag 3 Minute Story Challenge, and that way we'll see your videos. So I will see you this week. We're going to talk about travel. Talk to you soon.